the doctor, the wonderful doctor of Portland. Because of the healing things he does. Yes, going to see Dr. Weizer for our follow-up appointment. I'm pretty excited to just review what's been going on, try to still get down to the bottom of my heart. He gave me a supplement called TADS that has really helped. He gave me a lot of beautiful things to chew on mentally, kept me motivated to move around physically, and so many other things. I'll put a link in the description for our first appointment, which was very, very insightful. And I'm looking forward to just chatting with him again, spending time with this guy. I like him. All right, see you there.
How's the heart, palpitations, dizzy, all that kind of stuff?
I've had less palpitations, but I have had them. I can feel them coming on now, whereas previously they'll just kind of happen. And even though I don't feel stress, I can feel like anxiety start to build, and it could just be some small little trigger. I feel like the very first one made me more susceptible to these episodes.
So here's an idea. You kind of said it yourself. What I see with people with stress is something happens and it hypersensitizes them.
Yes.
For example, people want to go to sleep and they have some sleep problem. Then that becomes their biggest problem, is worrying about sleep.
Right.
So the stress is about sleeping, even though it's not reality, it's just the stress that they won't sleep.
Right.
So a similar thing with anxiety with people is you get hypersensitive to that, and then you think, this is going to happen. And you don't want it to happen, and you get stressed that it's going to happen.
Yes.
So in a weird way, you kind of
make it happen. But you know that. You know
it, but it's a physiologic thing too. So, the mind does what it does, and then that becomes biology. Belief becomes biology. So you believe something, you experience something, and then your body responds with all those hormones, and it goes,
So how do you address that?
What you do is you kind of turn around the trigger and the tightness into a temple bell going, bing, Matt, I'm getting your attention. It's time to do your work. Mm-hmm. So you take it out of the, oh shit, I'm going to have a heart palpitation, into a rational thing. Okay, this might happen. I've had them before. And let me just actually listen. Let me listen to what is happening here.
Mm-hmm.
So with the anxiety, it's not trying to decrease it or lessen it or deflect it or resist it. It's about actually staying and listening. To turn yourself around from running away to looking at it, it takes courage. It takes presence. But my understanding is when the temple bell rings, if you don't listen, it's going to ring again.
Yes.
It's going to ring again until it gets your attention. Especially stuff that happens in here. And I think, as you said in your video, knowing yourself. You have to take time to know yourself. And so what I'm humbly suggesting to you, you listen and you're curious and you go into it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the good stuff is. And that's actually what unties that knot, because then you're aware of it.
Right.
And the more aware you get, the more you can observe it. And the more you can observe it, the less it happens.
Yes, because you understand it more.
You understand it. You understand it more so you can be proactive and avoid it. You understand it more so you don't have the anxiety about the anxiety. Like, oh, I'm feeling anxiety. Because the anxiety about the anxiety is what can trigger you to go over that edge. But you got it. I can't give you a pill for that.
No. No.
It's called self-knowledge.
So I guess I don't really know how to investigate those kind of feelings.
Well, it sounds to me that you're curious,
Mm-hmm.
somewhat in a state of anxiety, and you're curious. I wouldn't say curious. You're asking why, so you can fix it. Basically,
Yes.
I don't like it. Why is it happening? I know why it's happening. I can fix it. So I'm suggesting you don't try and fix it. Have you ever been in a relationship with a woman?
Yes.
The thing they want most is to be listened to, not fixed.
Yes.
Same with this stuff.
Huh.
Just be there. Just listen. Think of it almost as, another person.
That's tough.
You don't have to fix it. Because the anxiety leads to anxiety about the anxiety, and the anxiety about the anxiety leads to the freaky thing.
Yeah.
Just look and stay and look at it. You need to write it down, or whatever you need to do. But it's a practice. It's not a casual thing. It's like, you got to take it seriously. And very importantly, again, don't try and fix it. So just consider this, consider listening to yourself, to your body, to your mind, and staying with it, and not fixing it, not judging it, giving it as much time as it needs. So think about it.
I will.
And I want you to get a blood test.
Done. That was a great session. Once again, thank you, Dr. Weizer, for making me wiser. And now I'm getting some blood drawn, because it's been about a year since I've gotten some blood work, and, your blood can tell you some things, so let's go talk to the blood. Yep.
Go straight down the hall on your left, 117.
Beautiful, 117. Thank you.
But I go in so quick.
Is it already done?
Yeah, I'm taking your blood right now.
Blood is drawn from Finger Feather McGee, and we are out of here. This is snow. The rain is turning into snow. Where are my skis? Okay, so great session with Dr. Weizer. I think there's a lot I need to kind of review and reflect on, because it's all so deep and important, and I want to make sure it's communicated well. So we're gonna go post up, we're gonna review the session, and I will kind of share some of my takeaways. Hopefully there will be something of benefit for you as well.
Okay,
have had a chance to marinate and digest on the prescription Dr. Weizer gave me, which was to listen to these sensations, these heart palpitations, this heavy anxiety that I've been feeling lately, to listen to it. But then, which is what I have been doing, but then the change for me will be to not try to fix it, not try to do something with it, rather just observe it and keep that curiosity in a very non-judgmental, open, inviting way, so that you understand it better, and then how you can act accordingly. And I love the words Dr. Weizer said, "I know who I am, I know what I like, I know what I don't like, and I express that." It's a very simple, beautiful way to live, in my opinion, and something worth practicing. Because although it is a understanding, once you get it, you get it. But to put it into practice takes practice. So, with that, time to listen, observe, be curious, don't judge, move on. Listen to yourself, get to know yourself. Alright, that was my takeaway. Whew, good stuff. Good stuff, Maynard. See ya. Oh yeah, it's time to go to bed.